I'm not traditionally a Digis crafter, you know, or people know me for stamps and things, but I am a crafter who wants value for money. And with the Digis, I can give you phenomenal value for money, because this whole set, I've kept it to £12 again. Let me keep showing you some samples as I'm talking, right? All of these elements, by the way, are there for you. This one wasn't coloured, so this has been coloured by, it might be Debbie, I'll tell you. This bit here and this bit here is coloured. This is printed from the sheet. That's printed pre-coloured. All these banners are all pre-printed. I think it might be Pamela as well. I don't know. Let me know, but it's amazing. It's fabulous, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Isn't it stunning? I know this one's from Lisa. So what you've got is a combination. And the good thing is I've got my laptop linked up. So I'm going to tell those of you who are going, nope, it's Digi, it's too technical, I don't know what I'm doing. Like our Maddie, hello.
Yes,
she just
Cooper.
said it. Yes,
I showed her online yet.
No, I showed her the sample. She went, oh, I don't know how to do the digital stuff. I went, I'm going to show you, because these are foolproof digital stuff. You don't have to mess around with them. It's easy, but they're going to give you phenomenal value for money, because you would know that's not a stamp, because it's been inked, watercolour background, coloured in with the watercolour, bit of glossy highlights, bit of gold on there. Who would know? You wouldn't know. But in this here, who would know that you didn't buy that backing paper? No, you didn't, because you printed it out. It's one of the papers in the sheet. That there, oh, it's on the sheet. You just print it out, cut it out, put it on.
This is all new, isn't it?
This is all in the bundle. So basically, that's what I'm calling it. I've called it Garage Grunge Tooled Up, because in the tooled up version, you've got all of the extra things. Like in here, you've got, there's the car again. I've got 2 sizes in that, and I've reversed them. So you have also got all these little banners here, which are great phrases and things. That's another backing paper printed out. But then you've got the elements here that you can print out and cut yourself if you want to do that. And then you can just colour them in. This has been done with coloured pencils. This one here is, I think it's Tracy's. But I'm going to pop that there. But how cool is that? Let me keep going.
Sheena, Carol says,
yeah,
is the set online right now?
It's on the there right now.
Because I'm sure I'm not seeing them.
If you go to the home page,
they must be there, because
they're not there, because
somebody's printing them out
there's
already.
quite a few people printing them. If you just go to the shop, yep. Maria, I'll put us on there. It's on the home page. I made sure it was on the home page with a few of those books, so you'll see it there on the home page. Just click it, and it's there. Now this here, look at the box there. Everything here, all on this. I love this at the top sign. The stop sign's been glazed like a proper. So that was printed out because I coloured them for you. This hasn't been coloured. This was coloured by Jackie, who has already who's decided to combine again, which is the good thing. You can combine the papers with the printed versions, which I would do. Sometimes if you want to hurry, just print out all the printed versions. Look at this, she's made a fabulous pencil case. How many people would you know who love bikes, who love vintage bikes? I'm thinking straight away, Tracy.
That is so cool.
Yeah, Tracy, she's going to love that, wouldn't she?
Ah, the Incoy Tracy.
No, not the Incoy Tracy, the other Tracy.
Yeah, the ex-Incoy
Tracy. Yeah, we've got a current Incoy Tracy.
Always an Incoy.
And then we've got extra, yeah, which is always an Incoy, yeah. But she'd love that, wouldn't she? So that there is done with printable fabric transfer paper. So let's see what you can do with these being downloads. There's so much. I'm going to show you more. So value for money. If you're a little bit of a stumbling block thinking, I don't want to mess around with programs, I don't want to mess around with stuff to do all of this, I just want to get inky and crafted, do not worry, you can do that as well. Look at that. Yes, Maria? Any questions? Shout out, Maria, let me know.
Well, Karen just says, I'm glad you're going to show us how to do it, Sheena, as I've been really reluctant to do Digis.
I'll show you. Honestly, I've made it, I was talking to, I'm going to tell you, my mate, Linda Chapman. Okay?
Yes.
And if anybody knows about Digis, Linda Chapman knows about Digis.
Oh, yes.
And I've been mates with Linda Chapman for 18, 19 years. And she said, look, click and print's the best way, Sheena. I went, right, Linda, you are the guru. You are the Digi guru. And that's what I did. So I've done print and click. Click and print the other way around. Yeah, you would have to do it that way. Which means you haven't got to mess on with programs or anything. You'll see when I show you. But look, when you can make something like that. How amazing is that? Just see it, if you like that on there, that's printed onto heat resistant acetate or printable, not heat resistant, sorry, printable acetate or OHP film. I'll show you. I've got some. I'm going to show you the papers I use. We're doing a whole from the ground up education on this because I don't want you to miss out on the value because I'm putting so much work into these for you. Because I think it's the way forward because it doesn't matter where you're in the country, it doesn't matter what tariffs are, they're tariff free. You can just click, get them and play. And there's no storage space, you haven't used product or waste or spent any money until you print out what you want. But that there is a super cool box there. Debbie made that one. How cool. This already pre-printed for you. Pre-printed, the backing papers are pre-printed. That's pre-printed and coloured, and Debbie's printed on acetate. Put the shaker thing in there. Fabulous.
New wording.
Yeah, new wording. All of those things
signs.
built to last. Yeah, none of this was on the original. These weren't there. Built for speed, aged to perfection. Cool as that. Genuine 1965. Maria, that could be you.
Could be.
Yeah, look at that.
Only 60.
Magic. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it's just you're a Ben. You're a nipper compared to me. I got a year on your pet. Look at that. So this is printed on acetate, right? If you're wondering what that is, that's printed on acetate, black and white, right? Just the black and white line drawing. But then Debbie's printed it on card and she's coloured it in herself. But you could just print out the coloured version underneath as well, you see?
Gotcha.
Do you want to do a quicker one? And then she's made this border. This is paper that you've got to print out there. How cool is that? Love that. I had so much fun layering the papers up, making them grungy, making them so you could see what they are but still cool. Backing paper should still be in the background. So the star of your show, like these guys here, they're all there to print out. Age is just mileage and you're still a classic. I mean, come on, how many people would blink and love that card? I mean,
I love it. That's
it's got
really
humour.
clever.
And like Maddie was like, how's she done that? Oh, it's magic. And like,
It's like a magic trick.
whoa, look at that. Before your very eyes. So there's that one. Let me show you this one. Look. Now I've got to tell you, these images, they were all ready to go. Thank you for making me a bit more work to borrow on. I'm going to share with you, right? Because this car, the one I've got on here, was all facing one way, okay? It was facing just in one direction. And then Debbie's, because this is the other thing, if you know how to manipulate these images and you've got a program you can put them into, Debbie does on her iPad. She doesn't have a laptop. Everything you see that Debbie's made, by the way, is via her iPad. See?
Clever girl.
See? Just via the iPad. You don't need to do all this techie stuff. But she reversed the image. So I thought, right, I'm going to put the reverse image on as well on the sheet. So then I had to redo them and then upload them for you. So I added the mirror image on there so you can make a card like that. All of that is pre-printed. None of that has been coloured. It looks amazing. It looks like your regular, up to the same standard Durand card, but all printed out. Oh, look at the fan. It's doing its job there. Look at that. You see it making it spin? Yeah. I think it's, look at that. Way. Oh, I'll be dizzy. I'm not going in there to get that card. That's how I drive. Look, watch. This is me driving. Anyway, that there.
It's like Chitty Bang Bang car,
it does,
isn't it?
doesn't it? Yeah. Should we look on the other head again and look at another one?
Sure thing.
So this one here, this is the story, this one. These are all the separate elements and I wanted to give you a collage. I made up this collage and I thought that would look really cool on the front of one of my books, you know, my little square mini books. And I made a book like that and I'll have to find it. But I thought I'm going to include this in your set as well. So this is just a collage I put together, coloured and put all the elements in. And again, all of this here, just printed off with the papers. Nothing there has been coloured in. Debbie's just printed everything off. I love to craft and I love to play. And sometimes I just want to play, but I don't want to get messy some days and I want to do something quicker. And sometimes you're not in a place where you can be messy. But go and visit your mum. She doesn't like the look of a bit of wet ink or paint. She gets a little bit worried.
Yeah, she starts shaking and
she does, bless her.
Frothing at the mouth.
Absolutely. Get the sticks. One of the sticks, she's got multi-walking sticks, gets what brandished to her to you. She does the whole like, I'll get you. So best clean crafting. Best to just print the papers out. But this one here, she's combined it. She's combined the printed out version. So this is the coloured version, pre-coloured. I love that banner. Pre-coloured, but this isn't. So she's used watercolour pencils to colour the car. on watercolour paper. I'm going to tell you all these tricks in a minute. We're going to go through papers and I'm going to tell you how to print them out. And then this one here, absolutely stunning, again, printed backing paper. She's printed these out and coloured them this time herself, so if you want to do watercolour, this is all with a sponged background, but this is printed out from the topper, printed from the topper, and look how cool they are. You know, that to get men's cards that aren't like, or something different but look cool, but not just for men. And then lastly, let me show you this one. So this one is Debbie made this as a bottle bag. Look at that. So pop a bottle in that for Christmas or a birthday, and she's made the little things, and this is using the fabric transfer. And she said that something was happening with the setting. It didn't come out as crisp as she wanted it. She wasn't too happy, but I love that faded look on there.